Hello and welcome back to the Entertainment Vortex and our new episode of Pop Culture News. This, of course, is a show where we talk about all things Funko Pops. So first thing we always do is we talk about what's available now. These are things that we've talked about in past weeks that are now available in the market to go grab. So first up, we've got the Little Mermaid box we talked about last week. This, of course, is a special box that looks like the treasure chest that has the Little Mermaid coming up out of the water. Super, super cool. We've also got Demona in her stone form from Gargoyles, as well as Hank Pym unmasked from the new Ant-Man and Wasp movie. So if these are some you were excited about when we talked about it in the past, now's the time. Jump out and get them.
And a little bit of a spoiler, that Hank Pym comes with a little bit more news that we'll get later in the episode.
So now we're going to talk about the announcements. These are things that have been announced in the last week that we want to give you some details on. First up is going to be some updates. We've got some new information on some stuff we talked about previously. First up is going to be Tailspin. We announced that there was going to be Tailspin Pops coming, but we have a lot more information for you now. These are coming in August, and we've got chases available, plus more figures available. As you can see on your screen, there's quite a bit there. The same goes for the Friends Pops. We had announced that they were doing Friends Pops, but now we have more detail. They're going to be coming in August as well, and there's Chase Pops available there. Quite a bit more than we thought was going to be available. So if you were excited about these, then there's even more to be excited about now.
So another thing that we've already previously talked about, but we're getting some additional information about, is Tom and Jerry. So originally we saw that there was just going to be a pop for each, but there's actually going to be several different iterations, and some of them are going to be exclusives and chases. You'll see all that on screen. And then also we're getting another update from SDCC for another exclusive for the 13th Doctor.
So next up on the list is going to be a whole line surrounding the movie Christopher Robin. So if you saw the trailers and you're excited about this one, there's going to be a line of pops associated with it, so you can add those to your collection.
So next up on our list is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive that's available right now. It's a 4-pack of Dino from Flintstones. These are all different colors. I believe it's available for $60, and you can only purchase one at a time from the website.
I'm glad they're limiting that. Those sell out really fast when they're not limited like that, so I'm glad that they're making it one per person. That's good. Next up on the list is one that's right up both of our alleys. It's going to be Pikachu, which is a Target exclusive, and it's available in July. We do a Pokemon Go news show here on the channel, so if you're interested or play Pokemon Go, I would definitely check that out. This is going to be right in that line with the Pikachu release.
So next up on the list is going to be another ad release. So this one is for Jollibee. This is actually a restaurant in the Philippines that is very large in that region. This is actually going to be a July release exclusive to the Philippines. Now that may get a wider release at some point in time, but at this point, just because the restaurant is pretty much centralized in that area, there's not really a whole lot of a need for it to branch out much further than that.
Yeah, it makes sense. If we don't really know the franchise, we're not going to release it in markets where we're not familiar. So next up on the list is going to be a big line of figures. We had announced, or we had heard, that there were going to be Power Rangers Pops coming out. Well, they're now confirmed. They're coming in August, and there is a lot of them. You've got every one of the original Power Rangers unmasked. You've got Rita Repulsa, you've got Zed, you've got Goldar, you got the little pig monster. You've got Zords, you got everything you could think of. They're all flashing on the screen now. You can see them. If you are a Power Rangers fan, be excited because this is a great line.
All right, so next up on the list is going to be a line that's actually specific to Spirit Store locations. It's going to be the 3 Witches from Hocus Pocus. I believe you can actually pre-order them currently, but they won't be available until the stores start to open around August or early September. But they'll be available at those locations specifically.
Spirit, of course, being the Halloween store that pops up specifically for the Halloween season. So if you're interested in getting that, just watch for those to pop up in some empty storefront locations near you. So next up on the list is going to be from Nightmare Before Christmas. It's going to be Jack in a snowman version and Sally. These are coming soon. We don't actually have a date on these yet, but as you can see, they do look very cool.
As previously promised, there are going to be a larger line of spoilery Ant-Man and the Wasp figures with Hank Pym with his mask off was the first one. There's going to be him with the mask on, Janet Van Dyne with the mask on, and her with the mask off as well. And then there are also going to be a pair of t-shirts that come along with those.
And then last on the list for announcements is going to be more Conan O'Brien from The Conan Show. Of course, you always do right with more Conan.
There's an Ant-Man version, there's a Hellboy version, I think there might be a Predator version. These are branching further out into the ridiculousness, and I mean, that is Conan O'Brien in a nutshell. But yeah, these I believe are supposed to be exclusive to Conan Con. I don't know what that is, but They're coming.
There's a convention for everything nowadays. Okay, so next up we're going to do something new that we haven't done in the past. You might have noticed, if you're someone that's watched our episodes before, that we weren't really talking about if we were going to pick these up or not. For the streamlining of the process, we wanted to just get all the news out there for you, and we're just going to talk about the specific ones at the end of the section that we specifically want. Hopefully this will be a quicker presentation. Hopefully this will be easier to digest. So for me personally, I'm really excited about the Power Rangers one. That was the season that I watched when I was younger, and all of these look fantastic. I'm also really excited about the Tailspin one, like I had said last week. This was a show I watched quite heavily when I was a kid. And that Pikachu one, being so obsessed with Pokemon Go, I have to pick up the Pikachu one. So for me, those are the ones I'm most excited about. I'm hoping that the Ant-Man one, where Janet Van Dyne is in her like scavenger outfit where she made the spear out of the wing and everything, I want that one too. That's super cool. How about yourself?
So I am excited about the Ant-Man and the Wasp Pops. I'm also really excited about the Friends Pops. I mentioned that last week. But the fact that they're adding additional pops to that, it's exciting for me. I loved that series. I'm really excited for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee coming out later this year. So I'm hoping that as we get closer to that, we see more pops as well. And having that connection between pops and between Nintendo is a big deal. And it may bear very large fruit coming up soon, especially considering it's a little weird that they're allowing that to happen considering they have amiibos.
So next up on the list, of course, is our rumors section. These are things that are not confirmed, but we're getting from pretty good sources here. So we're going to start off with the Predator one for the upcoming movie. It's going to be Predator and Predator Unmasked. So I would not be surprised if these were a thing. This doesn't surprise me at all with the new movie coming out. So hopefully they're super cool. But we will see.
So the next up on our list is going to be Chrome Blue Vegeta. Dragon Ball Z is amazing. I hope they continue to do more things like this. This is super cool. But hopefully this becomes a thing. It looks pretty legit. So I mean, we'll see as the month rolls out and as we get past SDCC.
So last up on the list for our rumor section this week is going to be something that was found in an email. This is very interesting within Funko, but it's going to be more Hostess Pops. So more of the brand stuff, you know, if you're into that kind of stuff. Not really my thing, but eh. So for our whole section this week, sadly, neither one of us picked anything up. Money's been a little tight, but we are very curious to find out what you picked up. Let us know down in the comment section below, what did you pick up this week? Did you get any of your grails? Anything you're super excited about? There's a lot of really good ones out there right now. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We give you multiple videos every single week. And we have t-shirts available if you're interested in those as well. Those are available down in the description below. We hope you'll follow us into the Vortex. We'll see you next time.